Coming up, a Kentucky realtor with a TikTok following weighs in on a potential ban of the app in the U.S.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. With the future of TikTok up for debate, a Lexington-based content creator shares how she's grown her business through social media through the years and why clients now reach out to her because of what they've seen on the video share app. Grayson Passmore tells us why she's not concerned about a potential TikTok ban, but why some creators might be.
Story time.
It started as a fun way to pass time with her family during the COVID-19 pandemic. But more than 100,000 followers and close to 4 million likes on TikTok later.
Untold story of real estate in Lexington, Kentucky.
Whitney Panel says it's become another way to grow her business.
I wanted to be ahead of the curve and I wanted to be a trendsetter.
Known as Mama Panel on TikTok, Whitney first started out on Facebook in 2007, then continued to grow her following and real estate business over on Instagram. TikTok became another social media site to build her brand and a larger clientele.
People that follow me on TikTok will call me and want to list their house with me or want me to help them buy, and I hardly even have to interview anymore because they already know my personality through my social media.
Like most creators, Panel has been following the TikTok news out of Washington, D.C. the past couple of weeks. President Joe Biden signed a bill that would ban the video sharing app from being downloaded in the U.S. unless the site owner, a Chinese company, ByteDance, sells TikTok to a non-Chinese buyer within the year.
If TikTok went away, I would be fine. I would use other platforms.
ByteDance is already suing the federal government, but there could be a lengthy battle ahead.
So I don't put all of my eggs in the TikTok basket or the Instagram basket. You have to really diversify on all your platforms.
In Lexington, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
Panel's son Parker has also built a career from social media. He's now an actor, YouTuber, and content creator with millions of followers living and working in Los Angeles.
We are tracking some light showers and a few sprinkles to close out your Monday. Let's go to First Alert Pinpoint Doppler, and nothing too widespread. Also nothing too heavy, but a few light showers this evening. Zooming into the I-75 corridor from Rockcastle County, pushing into parts of Jackson County, also for Estill and Powell counties, and a few light showers not too far away from Campton over in Wolfe County along the Mountain Parkway, also pushing through parts of southeastern Pike County, also into Buchanan and Dickinson County over in southwest Virginia at this hour. Also tracking some areas of patchy fog down to 8 miles right now over in Pulaski County, and we may see some more areas of patchy fog develop as we go through late Monday, also early on Tuesday. Most of us right now in the middle to upper 60s and a few upper 50s in the Cumberland Valley, up to 59 for London, 61 for Somerset, and 66 over in Pikeville. Most of us wake up in the upper 50s to lower 60s. A few more light showers or spotty sprinkles are possible overnight, but higher rain chances are on the way by tomorrow and on Wednesday. Those details coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
Cameron, thank you. A child from Whitley County is recovering in a Tennessee hospital after an attack by a group of dogs. It happened after a family went to a home on Johnny Hollow Road in Rockholds. The parents told the children to stay in the car, but a 2-year-old slipped out and was attacked. Animal control officers and others rounded up 4 dogs, but they believe there could be at least one more. The emergency management director was also bitten.
I think in certain circumstances when dogs get aggressive together, there's a level of competition and it kind of builds on itself, and that may have been part of the circumstance today.
The dogs were taken to an animal shelter for what is called bite hold, which is similar to quarantine, while the investigation takes place. 3 Breathitt County student athletes are continuing on the road to recovery after a serious crash last week. An update over the weekend says Corey Combs left the hospital yesterday. Kylan Combs is also able to walk and sit up in a chair. The family of Ethan Bowling says his numbers have continued to improve over the last couple of days. Donald Trump's former attorney testified that the former president was intimately involved with a plan to quash stories that threatened to hurt his 2016 White House campaign. The case is the first ever criminal trial of a former U.S. president. CBS's Jared Hill reports from the courthouse in Lower Manhattan.
Donald Trump denounced his criminal case after Monday's testimony from the prosecution's star witness, former Trump attorney and fixer Michael Cohen.
So it's really a very sad day for the country.
Inside the courtroom, Cohen testified about his involvement in hush money payments that are central to the case against the former president. Cohen told jurors he kept Trump informed of talks surrounding payments made before the 2016 election to adult film actress Stormy Daniels and former Playboy playmate Karen McDougal, who both said they had sexual encounters with Trump. Cohen testified that Trump personally approved of the plan to pay Cohen in installments designed to look like pay for legal services.
Cohen so far has been effective for the prosecution. He is the first witness who's really placed Donald Trump directly in these discussions about the payoff to Stormy Daniels.
The former president maintains his innocence in this case where he's charged with 34 counts of falsifying business records with the intention of influencing the 2016 election.
There's no fraud here. There's no crime here.
Cohen also testified that when Daniels started shopping her story, Trump told him, quote, just take care of it. Cohen added that then candidate Trump was furious. The election was just weeks away. And according to Cohen's testimony, Trump said it was a, quote, total disaster. Women are going to hate me. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Cohen is set to return to the stand on Tuesday as prosecutors continue questioning him. The primary election is quickly approaching here in the Commonwealth. Next Tuesday, May 21st, Kentuckians will go to the polls for several races. In the past couple of years, the way voters filled out their ballots might have changed in some places. Knott County Clerk Reese Cornett says they've gotten used to the new system.
We use our iPad like right now for excused voting, and we don't use our iPad until we start voting. But no, we've had no problems. Because all they do on those is just sign their name, and then we make sure we got there in the precinct they're supposed to be in.
Cornett says excused in-person absentee voting continues through Wednesday, and unexcused in-person voting is from Thursday until Saturday. State Senate President Robert Stivers raised big money for a possible challenge, but ended up unopposed in his primary. The Kentucky Lantern reports Stivers raised more than $500,000. With no race to run, Stivers has been able to contribute to other Republican campaigns and to some charities. Stivers also held a dinner in Louisville to celebrate being unopposed. People in Harlan County will soon be able to access free Wi-Fi downtown. WYMT's Jack Demler spoke to local officials about the multi-year project that helps connect Harlan County.
In the age of technology, internet access is important.
The day and age that we live in now, it's hard to do anything without access to high-speed broadband.
For people in Harlan County, connecting to Wi-Fi on a phone or a tablet or a laptop downtown isn't exactly feasible. But soon, Wi-Fi will be free and easy to access to the public in downtown Harlan. A multi-year project designed to attract people to the area.
We think it's going to be one that's going to help enhance the visitor experience in downtown Harlan and around the courthouse properties and downtown merchants that will really enhance the visitor experience.
The project started after people expressed issues with connectivity.
People saying that there was, they were having trouble with connectivity on types of transactions like that. So that's why the conversation started.
And hearing from a similar project taking place in Cynthiana, Kentucky.
As soon as I heard him say it, I went up to him after and said, how do we get this in Harlan County?
With 5 radios downtown and 2 mobile units, all designed to provide better Wi-Fi, the multi-year project will help businesses operate.
Having access to this public Wi-Fi will make it better for merchants and consumers alike.
While there is excitement for better connectivity, Cole Raines with One Harlan County says this project is one part of the mission to connect the area.
This is another piece of the puzzle as it relates to connectivity.
Finding more ways to connect. In Harlan, Jack Demler, WYMT Mountain News.
The official unveiling of the free public Wi-Fi and digital kiosks will take place on Saturday at noon.
Fallen officers from around the country honored here in the nation's capital.
Plus, we are tracking rounds of rain this week. Your first alert forecast after this break.